What's up, guys? Welcome to another GNCRC video. Today, guys, I am going to go over all of my crawlers. I'm going to start from the most stock one all the way up to the ones that are, I guess you would say, completely modified. But before I start, I want to ask you guys to go ahead and hit that sub button for me. Make sure you leave a comment, guys, if you have any questions about any of these rigs. Also, hit that notification bell, guys, so that way you'll know when we're putting out a new video. The very first one we're going to start with is my C10. I'm going to say my C10, but I bought it for my nephew, hoping he said he doesn't really want it because he's not in the RC. He's been around this stuff for years and never really liked them, but for some reason he actually liked this crawler. He won't let me change anything, he won't let me do any mods to it, so it's completely stock. Up next is going to be my Panda Tetra 24. This one is completely stock as well, guys. We hadn't changed anything on it as of yet. Stay tuned because we got more video coming on this one pretty soon as well. Got a bunch of plans for it. Don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, but I do have a bunch of different plans for it. I know some of the things that we're gonna do for it, so you make sure you stay tuned. Next is my Traxxas TRX 4M. This is completely stock. Guys, this one hasn't even been powered on. It is still in stock form. I hadn't done anything to this thing. It's just been sitting on the shelf. I don't know which direction I want to go right now. Got some plans, but hadn't had time to put anything in motion. But this one is still stock. Up next is my RC 4-wheel drive TF2. This one has some small mods. If you guys watched the video that I did earlier last year, or I don't know, maybe in the year before, I think it was last year. We did do some small mods to this one. Hadn't been doing a whole lot with it because the motor was really weak. They do have some more options out there for this. We're probably gonna do something with this pretty soon. So guys, stay tuned to see what I am gonna do with this. I was gonna get rid of it, but now I think I'm gonna keep it. I'm not gonna try to make it a competitive crawler or anything like that. Although I do have a whole lot more travel, but I'm just gonna probably mess around with this just as a trail truck, just to see how capable it is with the mods that I'm gonna do to it. Up next is another Tetra 24. So this is the V1. This one has light mods. There's a few things I did to it. It's not a whole lot I did to it. This one had quite a bit of issues out of the box, so that's why we had a V2. But this particular one has light mods. You guys probably have seen some of the things I did to it. So we changed out the ESC and the receiver as well on this particular one. Added some lights. But other than that, that's pretty much it. We kind of abandoned ship and went to the V2 as of now. Up next is one of the ones you rarely see on this channel. We've done some light mods to it, not a whole lot. But I guess you could say it's a whole lot, but it's not a whole lot. This one, we're gonna be getting some more footage of this one pretty soon. This is my FCX 24, my FMS. I can tell you, after we extended the rear, it was very capable, but I had driven in over probably 6 months, if not longer than that. But make sure you stay tuned because we will have some video coming up on this thing pretty soon. So next is my OG. This is my very first one that I ever bought. This is what got me into this. I had this one from day one. This one has quite a bit of mods on it. You guys have probably seen the video that I did a few days ago doing a rundown of what's on this thing and what's not on it. This is still one of my favorites. It's not as capable as my Cup ones, but it's still one of my favorites. Next is another one that I never have driven. This is a Jeep Gladiator SEX 24. We got quite a bit of trill stuff on this thing. I put everything on it. Got quite a bit of weight on it. We got some flubber stuff on it. And I put it on the shelf. Hadn't messed with it at all since then. I don't really know what I'm gonna do with it just as of yet. I want to get rid of some of these things, but just to be quite honest, every time I decide to get rid of one, they end up coming out with something else or something else that I want to build. And I don't see a way around not having, you know, about 10 of these at a time at any given time. But really beautiful truck, just hadn't driven it. So this is a recent one I just almost finalized. A few more things I got to do to this one. This is the hard part, the Mentor. We're not completely done with it yet because we got a few changes. If you guys saw the recent video, you know what I got to change. And and I hadn't driven this one yet. Hopefully I'll get a chance to drive it, I don't know, one day next week. I was hoping for this week. Possibly can get to the shop tomorrow, just depends on what my schedule look like. But I do want to get this thing out and test it out. This one is started out as an XEX24. The only thing that's really on here now, well, we'll get to that later because we'll do a breakdown of all these at some point. But beautiful build, really love the look of it. Can't wait to see how capable it is. So next is my carbon cheat code. A bunch of you guys are familiar with this one. This one is, I would say, highly modded. There's not much on this thing that is stock. It's a few things, as you guys probably can see now, but there's only a few things on this thing that is still stock. Very capable. This is one of my comp builds, and it's beginning to be my favorite over the TI. I'm learning to drive it a little bit better. I had to push it a little bit harder than my TI one because it has less weight, but really loving this thing. My last mini crawler is going to be the Mass cheat code. This is the TI version. This one is heavily modded. I want to say it's only a couple parts on this thing that are still stock, but everything else is, you know, heavily modded on this thing. I just wanted to go over what I have because I have a lot of people ask me which ones do I own, which ones do I still have, which ones did I get rid of. I actually have another one that I'm going to be doing something different with. It's a brand new one as well. It's a brand new deadbolt. We're going to be doing something different with that one pretty soon. Just hadn't had time yet. I say soon. It's probably going to be March before I can actually do it because I got a whole lot going on right now. But I wanted to give you guys an idea of the crawlers that I have as of now. And I'm going to do a breakdown video of each one of these. I already have done one on my Jeep because I keep having people asking me, what do I have done to them? And I'm just gonna give you guys an idea of what I have on each one of these. If there's any builds that you guys would like to see me do, let me know. I'm not gonna be able to do them anytime soon, but just let me know. That way I can maybe go ahead and trick my nephew into possibly let me take this C10 and chopping this thing up. But as of right now, he won't let me do it, but I guess if I bribe him with a PlayStation or Xbox game, he may let me do it. All right, guys, until next time, this is GNCRC. Thanks for watching.